Yeah, it was great. I mean, every trip to Cali is going to be great regardless. But, just being out there, just build a connection, getting some workouts with them, and, just a little time. I feel like building a relationship before the season actually like really helps with the chemistry that you have.
Like, how did you handle last year, sort of waiting for your turn to get out there?
It was definitely a tough situation I had to go through. But, in life, you always have to go through challenges, and them challenges build you for the next moment. So just looking forward for the future it has for me and planning on making a big one.
What do you think you learned during that time of having to wait that could help you out this upcoming season?
Say that one more time.
What do you think you learned during that time of having to wait your turn that could help you this upcoming season?
I really learned pretty much just the game because it's totally different from high school. So just, having Brew and Dante in front of me and teach me the ways and actually, getting there a little bit and learning like how the game is really going to be played at such a high level was really good to help me, my mental.
Mike, how much did the Brew kind of help you out in the off season just to, assure you that Tennessee was the place for you to stay?
He pretty much taught me all the time. He wasn't really big on like getting into like my business, but he was still telling me like, just knowing that things gonna be good and I gotta make my own decision. But he still believed that Tennessee, I should stay though. Yeah.
You obviously need to be a big part of this offense this year. How do you want Nico to perceive you in your role in this offense?
I want to perceive me as just a guy that he know he can go to. Like it's not even like a second thought about it, or like pretty much just in any situation knowing that you got somebody else out there that thinks just like you and be able to make those plays.
Are you practicing in all the different wide receiver positions right now? I mean, cross training or you staying there?
Yeah, just outside right now.
Yeah.
You kind of talked about those few days where you weren't sure what you were going to do. What was that like? Was it pretty stressful? Did you try to get away from everything and clear your mind? What were those days like when you were kind of figuring out what your future was going to hold?
Yeah, it was definitely stressful because, that one moment can make a lot in terms of like your future, but it was just big time. So I kind of just backed away from everything, talked to my family a lot, and that was probably the best thing I could do.
Coach Halsley said this year you've become more technical, I guess in route running or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think you needed to work on in that area for this season?
High school route running and like college route running is like totally different. So having to really sell everything because the defender you got going against you is just as good as you. So your technique has to be really, really equipped to what you do. So just having that in mind, and now I've already been through like a year, and then along with seeing Brew and Dante in front of me, really helped me understand, certain movements and what I have to do to get open.
So do you think just it was a little sloppy last year? Just wasn't.
I wouldn't say it was sloppy, but I feel like it wasn't on the standard for Tennessee. So meeting that standard.
What was the biggest thing about your situation and opportunity here that convinced you to stay?
Really just knowing, I pretty much built a family here, and it was definitely tough, like just thinking about doing that. But just the family, the coaching staff, and all my teammates really helped me make my decision.
Mike, what do you think about the new receivers, Amari, Rodarius, and Travis that have come in?
Yeah, I feel like they're all dogs. Everybody, it's pretty much a competitive room just like last year, and everybody wants to be good. Everybody buying in the meeting room, and then we get on the field. Everybody wants to play hard, so having that type of unit is going to push everybody.
How different are those guys, do you think?
In terms of like playing style?
In terms of playing style, all those, what they bring to the table?
I feel like everybody has their own bag and like what they bring to the table. But everybody pretty much has that dog, and you can tell like who has a dog, who isn't. So it's just having, I don't know, it's pretty diverse, really.
Do you feel like you and Chris have pushed each other at all so far this spring, being kind of the guys who do have more experience, even if it is a little bit less inside this program?
Yeah, totally. Me and him, we're always going at it. He's pretty much me on the other side. So I always talk to him through other looks and like what he would do, knowing he is older than me as well. So I kind of look up to him in terms of giving me like kind of just advice on how to run things.
There's a handful of guys on this roster that were tagged as 5 stars coming out of high school. And Nico is one of them, obviously. You're one of those, and he had to wait to play. Is that 5-star tag, is that a burden at all to guys?
Nah, well, at least not to me. I feel like all the politics stuff, it's good and all on your name, but at the end of the day, are you going to be able to go out and play on a high level and compete? Because you'll be a 5-star, but it doesn't really mean anything if you can't play.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.
No problem.